Hello everyone, my name is Ed Park, Managing Director at ATMS Logistics. Today, we'll be taking a close look at U.S. Customs labeling and country of origin marking requirement. We'll continue to upload detailed and insightful videos on various import-related topics. So please don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Let's dive right into today's topic. The legal basis of the U.S. Customs labeling and country of origin marking requirements are established under the Title 19 of the Code of Federal Regulation, Part 134. According to this regulation, all imported merchandises must be marked in English to indicate its country of origin in a manner that is legible, indelible, and permanent. The main purpose of this regulation is simply to ensure that ultimate purchaser knows in which country the product was manufactured. The country of origin is not determined by where the product was shipped from, but rather where it was substantially manufactured or processed. For example, a watch assembled in Thailand using Japanese part is considered made in Thailand. However, the watch manufactured in China and shipped from Thailand is still made in China. You can find a separate video linked above regarding certificate of origin required by U.S. Customs for more detailed guidance. There are several required and optional markings. Imported goods into United States may include mandatory and optional labeling elements. Mandatory marking, only the country of origin in English. For example, product from Korea must be marked as made in Korea. Optional marking, on the other hand, may include manufacturer name, brand, part number, model, or other labeling required by specific U.S. agencies. We'll go over labeling format requirement in the next section. According to U.S. Customs, the labeling must be easily identifiable. It should be clear and legible to an ordinary person. Second, be indelible. It should not be easily removed or erased. Third, be permanent. It should withstand normal handling or transportation. Lastly, be conspicuous. The marking should be visible without removing the packaging. For example, placing a white label on a white product may not be considered conspicuous, so care must be taken. Let's go over several examples of proper labeling method. The printed or affixed directly to the product body. This is the method the most preferred by U.S. Customs. Engrave or etch nameplate attached to the product. Lastly, marking on the outer packaging if the product itself cannot be labeled, like liquid, or is too small or delicate to mark. There are a few examples where labeling may not be required. First, products such as scent, liquids, or gases where labeling is physically impossible. Second, products that will undergo substantial transformation in the U.S. after import. Third, very small items that cannot be marked due to size constraint. Last, items listed under 19 CFR 134.33, the J list, such as screw, bolt, and nut, which are exempt from the marking requirement. Failure to comply with labeling or marking requirement may result in two main consequences. The first is customs detention. U.S. Customs may hold a shipment and require proper labeling before release, which can cause delays and additional costs for relabeling. Second, additional duty. A 10% marking duty may be imposed on improperly marked goods, unnecessary extra costs for importer. Let's briefly review additional labeling requirements by other U.S. agencies. In addition to U.S. customs marking rules, other federal agencies may impose additional labeling requirements based on product type. FDA might ask for mandatory labeling and prior notice for food, drug, cosmetics, and medical devices. FTC might require fiber content and origin labeling for textile, wool, fur products. USDA inspections and labeling for meat, agricultural, and processed food products. FCC will require FCC ID and compliance marking for electronics and communication devices. Please keep this in mind when preparing your shipment. Here are a few practical tips for importers. First, always verify country of origin marking with your supplier before shipments to avoid costly errors. Second, keep product and packaging photos as supporting evidence for customs inquiry. Third, maintain certificates of origin and supplier declaration for at least 5 years as required by U.S. Customs. Lastly, if you repack or relabel products in the U.S., you must file CBP Form 434 repackaging certificate. Prepare this in advance. If you need help with these procedures, feel free to reach out. We'll be happy to assist. Today, we look at the U.S. custom labeling and country of origin marking requirement. We'll continue to share more in-depth video on various import-related topics. So please like, subscribe, and turn on notifications to stay updated. If you have any questions or need assistance, please contact us via email shown on the screen. We'll be glad to help. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you again in next video. Have a wonderful day.